I think the way that the Validate network helps people get together and accelerate vaccine development is, again, having these small meetings, the ability to share ideas, to interact on a very intimate basis. And I think that we've made some pretty good progress in the last couple of years. For instance, we've just recently been funded to run a phase 1 clinical trial on our melioidosis vaccine, and that probably wouldn't have happened if I wasn't part of the Validate network.
I think Validate is helping accelerate vaccine development because they bring together different groups from different disciplines and encourage interdisciplinary research, which really drives the development forward.
Validate works to accelerate vaccine development by really cutting across the different fields of these different pathogens, bringing people together to see how they can learn. And this goes across the bugs, so TB, leprosy, melioid and leishmania, but it also goes across humans and animals, different models, and most importantly different countries. So just the opportunity for people from different areas to talk, share interests and ideas. Last year there was a really good brainstorming session, and I know that a number of projects between other people arose out of that, some of which got funded in the pump priming, so it's really exciting seeing things come to fruition.
The way Validate and its members are working to accelerate vaccine development, for me, is quite innovative because of the multidisciplinary approach. Listening to people from various disciplines and disease areas working together, from the social sciences to the bench scientists to those in clinical trial, is quite an exciting experience. It puts things in perspective and quite accelerates the process.
I think Validate and its member could accelerate the vaccine development by creating or initiating a new collaborative experiences, especially for those with the low middle income countries, with those who had a quite extensive experience with the similar research. In that way, both of the collaborators have a different knowledge and perspective that can be combined, and we can try to find out what are the others need and what are the others can support of. I think that's a good thing to do.
I think that the network, the Validate network, helps accelerating vaccine because have persons for different areas focusing in vaccines. This is, and not only that, people that make research in different pathogens, but I saw that are different pathogens but have some nearly the same mechanisms, and that can open your mind, your point of view, and that your knowledge can be applied in another pathogens. And this helps to do new vaccines, new design vaccines, and better vaccines. I think it's that.
So in terms of how we got the members of Validate together, I think one of the most important abiding principles of this project was that it had to be cross-discipline, it had to be cross-pathogen, it had to be cross-species. And in that sense, that was the best way to bring together experts from different disciplines and bring them together, ask them to think about a problem. So in a way, the problem actually developed from the underlying principles of it being a multidisciplinary without in any way compromising on the science.
I think the opportunity that a meeting like this offers is one that there's cross-functional ideas that Helen and Helen have both promoted in their talks is great, and I think that will only benefit the researchers.
The network is made up of individuals who are interested in finding new vaccines for melioidosis, leishmaniasis and TB, and all the research that is currently ongoing is geared towards making vaccines more efficient. So we're studying mechanisms to understand why vaccines don't work and how to develop better vaccines.
So I think that by getting together, they share the data and the research results to inform other people on this field and how the research for TB development vaccine is going on. So I think that this annual meeting is also to share the research result and disseminate.
It brings people together from around the world, from different types of science associated with the pathogens, and really gets people talking and sharing information.